If you haven't watched the first part, then go watch the first part of this video. It will help you understand it better. Behold, I shall stand before thee on the rock of Horeb. You will strike the rock, and out of there shall come water, and the people will drink. And Moses did so in the eyes of the ancients of Isolili. He gave this place the name of Massa. What, Massa? Read again, insisted Kabasili. What, Massa and Meribah? Because the children of Israel had disputed, and because they had cried Hejambe, saying, Is Hejambe in our midst, or is he not? Satu napimpa benaya yasiba. Wow, how did you do that? Is it possible? The water in our language is Massa. Wow. Kabasili, I am by you, Hejambe, Amutu, immortal. Praises Hejambe. Feared Yisayeh thy king. Thou shalt have wisdom. Keep his commandments. Thou save thy soul. For Hejambe will bring all works into judgment. Read the Bible. Apply what you read. Isaiah 34:16. Believe in the Gospel. Mark 1-15. Seek your salvation. Asks the Holy Spirit to Almighty Jambe. Yisayeh will give it to you. Luke 11-13. Flee sin. Look at it as Ghazi. Disgust. It's better to live in the suffering of solitude and its heavy burden than to wallow every day in the mud of sin or to be with the ungodly or sinners. Do not resist the Holy Spirit as your Bar-Congos in the desert. Better the reading of the Bible. Study in full meditation, prayers and songs than Sunday attendance churches that preach the abandonment of the law and the abundance of sin, certainly saying in their preaches, God forgive everything. Lies, Hejambe punishes those he loves. Proverbs 3-12. Here is the secret which proves that the holy people are in Africa, the Bantu. The good translation is in the King James in French. I recommend you this biblical version. If you cannot buy this, here is the free internet link. Begin with Genesis 49:1. Indeed, Yakuba announces what will happen to the 12 tribes of Bantu in the recent times. Get it well, the last times. Questions: where the tribe of the Zebulun in the last times? Read Genesis 49-13. Zebulun will remain in the harbor of the seas, and it will be a haven for ships, and its borders will extend to Sidon, sons of Cham, according to Genesis 10-15. Note, the prophecy tells us that in the last times, Genesis 49:1, Zebulun would share its frontiers with Canaanite Sidonians. Zebulun will be a coastal country close to the seas, which was not the case before, because the territory of Zebulun was landlocked between the brethren. Read Joshua 19:10-16. But in the kingdom, no beloved, same kingdom, this will not be the case. Read Ezekiel 48:27-33. So when will the borders of Zebulun extend to Sidon? Answer, Genesis 49:1. In the recent times, today also read Apocryphal Top Bible. Sidon is no longer in the west but in the east of the land of Cham, East Africa, the Horn of Africa. Conclusion: if you can receive it, Zebulun is a Bantu, specially from Kenya, associated with those in Tanzania, whose borders extend to Canaanite Somalia, east of the land of Cham of Africa. Kabasili resumed his breath. He told Satu Napimpa Binaya Yasiba, let's look at your last name. If you observe your last name, which is the same as that of the Congolese great minister Batiki, Florent Siba, Congo Brazzaville, could be found in the Bible, a member of the family of King Saul, an employee of the royal court of David, who was a Congo of the tribe of Benjamin, my son. Read the book 2 Samuel 16:1-3. When David got a little past the top, behold, Siba, servant of Mephibosheth, came in front of him with 2 donkeys, on which there were 200 loaves of bread, 100 messes of dry raisins, 100 of summer fruits, and another of wine. The king said to Siba, what do you want to do with this? And Siba replied, the donkeys will serve as a mount at the king's house. The bread and summer fruits are to feed the young people, and the wine to quench those who will be tired in the wilderness. The king said, where is your master's son? And Siba replied to him, behold, he remained in Jerusalem, for he said, today the house of Israel will make me the kingdom of my father. Is this name Seba, brother or sister of one of the twins, not Bantu? So why do you doubt when I speak to you? Wake up, you are Jewish. The Bible was written by the Bantu and for the Bantu only. Amos 2-11 and Psalm 147:19-20 remains in the Samuel's book. Samuel 23-20. You will find better. The first name is Binajah, your name, Bina, Bana, children in Bantu language. Ben for other Semites, and Jah, great among the Bantu. Yahya, Fumu Etu, Yahbe, Yambe, Yah, our Father, the one who gives in Hebrew, because the J does not exist in Kikongo, even less in Hebrew. Kituba, Bina, Ye. Now, if you want to know the meaning of the name Kabsil, you have to go back to the source. That's what I did. The source is the language that our ancestors spoke. Kabasili, one last point. You talked about Job, Jombe in Hebrew, who was, according to your words, a non-Bantu. Here is still a proof of your ignorance. I always tell my disciples, you should never accept all that you read. If you do research, you will understand. The word Job comes from ancient Kikongo that the ungodly Edomite sons of Esau Mendeles called Job. His name was not Job. In Hebrew, Job means Yombe, which means hatred, unloved, rejected. There is a tribe in our home which bears the same name, Bar or Ba, which means son. The Bejombe, whom Hejambe protects, took for themselves and for all the Bantu the unloved sons. So Job, Jombe, was a Bantu, a Bejombe, who had been enriched among the cities, the Arabs. Besides this name, Job gives us clues to say that he was Bantu, Negro, and what was the breed of the sons of Isolili. Job 30-3. Withered by misery and hunger, they flee into arid places, long abandoned and deserted. Job 30-30. My skin darkens and falls, my bones burn and dry out. Kabasili asked the question to Seba, can the skin of a Mindale Edomite blacken when they are hungry or when they are sick? Satu Napimba Binaya Yasiba replied, no, they become pale. Kabasili, so Job was black according to Bible Job 30-30. Notes the effects of hunger on the sons of Zion, tribes of Judah, of which is derived Christ Yisa Yeh according to Hebrew 7-14. Read French King James translation, Lamentations 4-2. The precious sons of Zion, comparable to fine gold, as they are esteemed as jugs of land, the work of hands of a potter. Lamentations 4:8-9. Their face is blacker than coal. They are no longer recognized in the streets. Their skin attaches to the bones. It is parched. It becomes like wood. Those who are slain are better than those who died of hunger, because they are gradually dying, struck by the failure of the products of fields. Uganda comes from Hebrew word hor gig or Guganda. In the Bambala language, Guganda also means encampment. The Bantu call Uganda their place of encampment. Guganda also means Israel's encampment in the wilderness. Kampala comes from Hebrew word palal, which means God has judged, name of the son of Uzai, who contributed in the reconstruction of rampart of Jerusalem. Ishasha, which is the southwest city of Uganda. Aganda comes from Hebrew word Guganda. This is the word used in Germany to refer to Jews and Stalin concentration camps in Kazakhstan, Karaganda. Rwanda comes from Hebrew word Yehuda, the Lord adorned, unveiled, or may he be praised. Judah also bears the same name. Kigali comes from Hebrew word Gilgal, act of rolling, Joshua 4-19. In Rwanda, Kigali or Kigali was a city of Hutu priests who belonged to the kingdom of Buzihura. In Jewish history, Gilgal or Gilgal, act of rolling, first settlement of the Israelites after the crossing of the Jordan, and their headquarters during the conquest of Canaan. Commemorative stones removed from the bed of Jordan were erected in Gilgal. By pun, the name Gilgal recalls the disappearance, thanks to circumcision of the opprobrium of Egypt. Jaws 5:7-9. The camp had been established between Jordan and Jericho. On this site later arose a city on the northern border of Judah. We do not know whether Judge Samuel's circuit included the Gilgal or another locality of the same name, Samuel 7-16. Whether it appears that the kingship of Saul was proclaimed or affirmed, in any case, it was at Gilgal of the Jordan Valley that the Israelites gathered to resist their Philistine oppressors. Saul was unable to prevent the dispersal of his men,